I think we're live.
Are we here?
Are we here?
Are we here?
Hello.
Who is it? It's Alive with Steph and Eileen.
Steph.
Eileen.
Me. Yeah, no.
We're back.
If you haven't met us before, you're in for a treat. Well,
maybe. Maybe not.
Or, yeah. Okay, so now we do this whole doohickey where, wait, let's turn the volume down, where we find ourselves.
And try to get going.
Yes.
Let's see. Watch live video. That's what I want to do. I want to watch the live video. Hey, look, there we are.
Sidebook sale. That's not, oh, here we are.
Oop, there's 15 people here already.
Holy mackerel,
Good job, guys. You're better than we are. Stan's #1 to say hi.
Yay.
Good job. And Pat and Kendra.
Excellent.
Howdy, and happy day 2.
Day 2 of the All Iowa
Shop Hop.
Shop Hop.
Your 90 favorite stores all in one magazine.
With 6 exclusive patterns enclosed. Exclusive.
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 Yeah.
Just call me Mrs. Bouquet.
English humor.
Exclusive. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you guys, it has been another fantastic week. Hello, Miss Ruth. President Biden is addressing the nation, so maybe people are listening to President Biden right now instead of us. Although,
well, let's face it, we're more entertaining. We might not have the weight of the world upon us.
But you know, sometimes it feels like it.
Yeah.
Everybody feels
That's
like the weight
true.
of the world is on their shoulders.
Well, if you need just a little break from all the heavy information, come on over, say hi. And of course, you're already here. So
if you hadn't heard, Johnny Depp won. I think Amber Heard got a little something, but Johnny Depp won. He didn't win whatever he was supposed to win total, but yeah. Yeah, so hashtag Johnny Depp, whatever that is. I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Okay, we got a few more. We got Jean and Sherry and Gloria and Terry and Ken.
Hi, Cousin Ken. Hi, Sherry. All right, you guys. So the question of the week, day 2 is Shop Hop. How many shops have you all been to so far? And are you planning on carpooling this year?
That is brilliant. I'm telling you, if you want to make this year, if you want to be able to actually buy fabric, go in a group.
Group it.
Yep.
That's right. Group it. Yep. So we have a lot of little tidbits today. We have something from Iowa Falls. We've got, I'm just looking down because, you know, it's all here.
It's all right here. Mm-hmm. It's spread in front of us. Luckily, you can't see that.
And, you know, posties. Today it's a posties kind of day. So how many shops have you guys been to so far? And let's throw an additional question. What was the most shops you guys went to in past Shop Hops if you have Shop Hop before? At the All Iowa Shop Hop.
How much shop would you hop if you could shop hop?
How much shops would you shop if you could shop hop? Shop hop.
Hop. I'm writing this down next time. We're going to figure that out.
It's all about the end of this Terry Dorn.
Got Kristen and Gloria and... Okay, so Gloria hasn't been shopping at all yet, but she will definitely carpool, so...
I will tell you guys, Iowa Falls...
I know, the working full-time thing.
Iowa Falls is completely out of panels. I think we have one panel left. Oh. One panel left here?
We've got one panel left here. Poor Canda's sick.
Who?
She went to see her grandchildren and got sick.
Oh, those silly grandkids and their sicknesses.
Pat's been to one shop, but she's been here twice.
I will tell you how many shops that I have been to since the Shop Hop. I have been on 2. That's right, 2.
Me, I've been to 1. I've been here.
She's been here.
But if you count the pharmacy...
Then she's been to 2.
Then I've been to 2.
So we had our annual sidewalk sale. That was last Saturday. We had a $5 off table. We had a half...
Price?
50% off table. We had 20% off of other stuff in the store, including notions. It was crazy. It was wet. It was windy.
It was on and off. Yeah, if you didn't hold it down, it was gone.
Yeah.
Poor Amanda's fabric.
Like, it was so funny because Denise was out there and she's cutting fabric and the wind is like taking the fabric she cuts and blowing it away. So she trained the customers, grabbed the bag that they were going to put it in. And we have these really awesome yellow bags. that Steph's dad provided us with.
Cautionary bags.
And they literally were grabbing the fabric, folding it up real fast, wadding it up.
Wadding and stuffing.
Stuffing it in there. So
it's a whole movement.
We have somebody coming in.
Awesome. It's Tori Faye.
It's Miss Tori.
She did our baking today. It's not from the shop. It's not from the
country register. We've got a little something else.
Then we got another thing going on here. She
brought in something called, I don't know if you've heard of it.
Scandinavian Days.
Kringla.
It is the best. And some people call it a Norwegian cookie. I've never quite put it under that category. I put it under a sweetbread. But we've been told that it tastes good. And this recipe has gone through a lot to get to this point.
So you'll be seeing that and hearing that a little bit later on. And guess who gets to try it?
We got your chair, kiddo. Come hang out.
This girl. And you got to be careful because I will eat the whole thing.
Okay, go home. Go to sleep.
Good night, Tori.
Thank you. Tori's got to work tonight.
She's got to go to work.
Yeah, it was a mean thing. Thank you very much, honey. I do appreciate it.
So, speaking of Shop Hop, this weekend we have our Saturday. And remember, for Shop Hop, Story City is open an hour earlier. So, we're open 9 to 6 during Shop Hop. We will be open both stores July 12th. Or, excuse me, June 12th. I did this last year, too, where I kept calling it June and July, June.
Well, I will be here on June 12th. You will be there on June 12th.
Yes. And if I am here and she is there, then something went wrong.
Because I can't run the register up there yet. I had a 5-minute tutorial, and let me tell you, I'm still not comfortable with it. It's not that it's horribly difficult.
So there is a fantastic schedule of events happening for through Thursday through Saturday through Sunday here in Story City Scandinavian Days.
Thus the Ufta shirt.
Thus the I have nothing on to have anything.
I'm more Norwegian than you are.
To do with. I wore black. That counts, right?
Yes, and that's my shirt for tomorrow.
Black.
No, I have that shirt.
Oh, that shirt. Okay.
Yeah, Tori and I both do.
So the thing that I wanted to point out about Scandinavian Days this Saturday is they are having a parade in the morning time. It starts at 10 a.m. and we think it should end around 11:30. So if you're
depending on where you are.
Yeah. So if you're planning your route as far as your shop hopping, where you're going to go, maybe think of us at
afternoon
time. If you do want to come early, you certainly can. This is the parade route, and I had posted it on Facebook so you guys could see it. So you are going to have to figure out your own way to get here, and you may have to walk, which if you're okay with walking.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you park if you find an area of town to park in, say you came in off the interstate from the south on the Roland Road. What is that, like 123?
18.
I'm at exit 123.
Oh.
Anyway, if you come in and come through the south, you just have to cross the parade route when you get here. So if you park on the south side, you're going to be walking through the parade.
Become part of the parade.
You could also, if you can't get through on Main Street, you can also come through on the Randall Road and come from the north.
Hit 69.
You're still going to be dealing with a lot of people watching the parade. So
just beware.
It's just, we're going to be here, but, well, I'm not going to be here. You're going to be here. Or...
No. Crystal will be here. Not our problem, Crystal.
Yeah. But I will get here as soon as I can. Unfortunately, I'm having to work in Nevada that morning. Yeah. So I'm going to be dealing with the whole traffic thing, too.
I'll be in Iowa Falls.
Yeah.
So if you go to Iowa Falls first.
Yeah. Hang out there till about noon, and then come on down. You'll have plenty of time. But if you want to wait to eat here, we have all of the festival food that you like. Usually we have like the funnel cakes and kringla, and we have the ice cream.
Do they have lutefisk?
Somewhere probably. That's really, okay. Honestly, we want people to come back.
I dare you guys. I dare you. Come to Scandinavian Days, and okay, here we go.
If you survive eating lutefisk.
If you find a lutefisk, if they're serving it, I want you to eat it. I want you to take a picture of yourself eating it. I want you to post it to our Facebook page, and we will give you a prize if you do. How about that?
Eat it at your own risk. Speaking from experience. If you need to know what lutefisk is because you don't know, think 3-day rotten cod.
Ew. Because it's so gross.
Sometimes longer. The longer they kept it, they would do 3 weeks in some places.
I'm not even sure I would try it.
It is
gross.
One of those things I avoid now. There are people who will do anything to eat it. They're getting fewer and fewer.
Because guess what? There's such thing as Uber, and they don't have to.
Uber Eats.
Okay.
Yes, they get extra credit for one.
So, speaking of Shop Pop, we have some really cute patterns.
Oh. Gloria's she did the whole state for the last 2 years, but she's not planning to do the whole state this year.
You know,
I can't say as I blame you.
Yeah, I don't either.
But if you stop by us, that's okay.
We want to see you guys. So
just drive-by count. No, Stan, drive-by does not count in the world of Shop Hop.
So Miss Cheryl Haynes, who designed our Heart of Iowa Shop Hop fabrics this year, has come out with this super cute pattern.
It really is.
And I got an updated pattern, because I guess there were some corrections that had to be made in it. So I have an updated copy. But look how adorbs. This is the green colorway. And this is the blue colorway. And it's just absolutely adorable. Iowa. I love it. And I love the use of the barns.
I do, but those are going to be hard to find. I mean, we have one panel left here. If you want it, text us quickly because it's
going to be gone.
It's going to be gone. And Iowa Falls, I don't know what they have.
Zero. We sold through our last ones today. We even sold the one that was on the wall. Yeah, our last sample.
This was the one that's on the wall.
On the wall. So the last sample.
Yeah, it's been a hot item. And yes, you still need to wash it.
And that's okay this time of year, guys. It's all right to wash your fabrics. You know me. I hate washing my fabrics. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
You still have it's still cute. It's nice.
The fabric is beautiful. Just buy a little extra because you know it's going to shrink. And that's all right. It sucks, but you know what?
Now, is this one? That one is the words.
Yeah, that's the county which we're out of.
We have under 3 yards remaining.
Under 3 yards of the blue, of the county blue. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how much it would take. I suppose we could read. Iowa Barns, Stars, Counties, a third of a yard. So that's not too much.
That's not too bad. So we still have enough for if you want to be able to do that. We can do that.
We can do that. And of course you can use the winter wool, which is in that same blue tones. Mm-hmm. That'll work just as beautiful. Yep. So we can make it happen for you.
Still do things, yes.
So what do we've got?
Okay. Jean Bonjour would like the panel. We have no panels left.
We are out of panels, people. Jean, writing your name down.
It's all yours.
Jean, did I tell you I love your last name? It's just fun to say. Bonjour. And it always makes me think of Beauty and the Beast. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Nancy, oh, thank you. She said, it's time to nominate the best of Story County. It's So Tempting is the best quilt shop in Story County. Just saying.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. Hey, it is June. And you know what that means? It's a new month. That means you get to have a new word. A new word. Yes, I think that the word should be, Steph's pointing out, Kringla. I better write that down so I don't forget, because, you know, that's...
It's Kringla.
Kringla.
There you go. Kringla. There you go. Kringla.
That is your word this month of June for our Facebook community page, or Facebook community. Thank you. So in order to access that, you're going to go out to itsotempting.com, and you're going to go to the, what's that page called? That tab. Newsletter. The newsletter. You're going to go to the newsletter tab at the top of our page. You'll see it there. And then you're going to see where you're going to put in your information and put in our secret word, which this word is...
Kringla. Kringla.
Kringla. Now you're going to make me go cheerleader mode. That was too many years ago. Don't make me go back that far.
I was never a cheerleader, so that's the random movements as opposed to anything else.
So go and put that in there. And then once you do, again, it might take a little bit of time, but we will send you a special thank you for being part of our Facebook community. And we super appreciate it. We have so much fun with you guys. And we have fun when you guys come in here and say, oh, we saw you guys on Facebook Live. We're like, that's so cool. Was I picking my nose?
Was I doing something weird? Although my friend Deb Littlefield came in today. I was pretty excited. I have not seen her in years. She was my catcher in high school. For those of you who don't know, I was a pitcher in high school. So anyway, thus this softball came out. Although when we played, the softballs were white. That's how old we are. They didn't have, we lived in black and white or color. Or we were in the black and white.
This is where they got Technicolor.
Before 4K. Anyway.
HD.
Anyway, it was great to see her, and she and her mom came in to visit, and it was just nice.
They were gonna stay and be our audience, but they had a jet out, and I think maybe they were afraid we might put them on camera.
Yeah.
Because we never do that.
She came up with things, people who just happen to sit here never end up on camera. No.
Ever. Speaking of that, we need to have Cassie's Corner. So Cassie, if you're paying attention, watching us, you need to come on and let's do a Cassie's Corner because we missed last month.
Oh.
Cassie's Corner. So, yes.
I didn't know she had a corner. I knew she had a quilt, but I didn't know she had a corner.
She now has a corner.
Okay.
Don't put Cassie in the corner. Nobody puts Cassie in the corner. All right. So kringla is the word.
Yes.
Word.
Slightly digressing.
Mm-hmm. So we talked about maybe starting a Villa Rosa Club, and there were several of you that had said in an affirmative that you would love to be a part of that. I'm developing it now. I swear I can speak, you guys. I promise you. So we are developing that now, so that way it is as automated as possible. So all you will have to do is you'll say, I want to be a part of the club. We might have like a $5 fee. I don't know. We'll have something just so we know that you're committed. We'll get your information, all that kind of good stuff. And what we want to do is have it so that way when they come in, we process them and then they get shipped out to you. With you out having to think about it.
You just get a surprise in the mail.
Yes.
And it's not quite as big as some of those boxes that you can get, and it's not nearly as expensive as some of those boxes. But it's a nice little surprise that you get in the mail. And it gives the mailman something to carry other than a very boring bill.
That's right.
And we're here for all the mailmen of the world.
That
or
is
postal people.
Post people.
We don't want them going postal.
I was going to say that. Don't go postal. Please don't go postal, Mr. Postman. So we are developing that. If you would like to be part of that, we collected names on the last Facebook Live, and just let us know on here that you want to be part of that. We'll get your name down, and then we'll send out, once we get it all figured out, we'll send out an email just saying, hey, if you want to be a part of it, contact us. We'll get your information over the phone or come in and we'll take care of it then. Mm-hmm. We will be doing it at Iowa Falls, but it will be just based out of Story City. So they'll be coming out of Story City. So that is, and maybe that's just how we do it, because that might be even easier.
Sense. Yeah.
Just make it streamlined.
It's just one place, one size fits all kind of thing.
And maybe because I think the way we're going to do it is we'll have, if you want it to be shipped to you, then it'll ship to you. There'll be a small shipping and handling fee that will be attached, not very minimal. And then if you want to come and pick it up, we'll just say, give us until a certain time of the month. Oh, that sounds terrible.
A certain day.
A certain day of the month, because sometimes they get to us a little bit later than right after the first month, and that's okay. That happens.
Well, and sometimes it's a couple of them. Sometimes it's more. It can usually vary between 3 and 5.
That's what makes it so exciting. So
you never know
what's going to get. So, anyways, and if you want it to be picked up at Iowa Falls, you would just indicate that we would indicate that somewhere so we know. We just take that to Iowa Falls.
Right.
So we're going to streamline it so you don't have to think about it. That's what we're doing.
Yes. We will do the thinking.
We'll do the thinking for you. All right. So that is our Villa Rosa of the Month Club. I have also thought about, and you tell me what you think about this, a Strapology Club. So once a month, we grab our Strapology book, and maybe we'll start with Strapology Mixology, and you come in here, and I teach you how to do that block for that quilt using your Strapology ruler, and then you go home and you make it, and then come back next month, show us the quilt you made, and then we do it all over again with another quilt.
Okay. Back to the Villa Rosas.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Pat wants to know, will the patterns be the ones that the Villa Rosa Designs does each month? Yes. They're the 5 new patterns, or whatever quantity they are. It's new patterns that haven't been out.
Correct.
That they send to you. We'll send to you.
Right.
They send to us, we send to you.
You get first dibs on it.
And Monica wants to know where the $5 goes. We haven't even guaranteed that part. We don't even know what's going on with that part. So we're just throwing out ideas right now. So we don't know when or if or how much the beginning will be.
Yeah.
So she wants to know if it can go towards shipping.
I don't know.
We haven't thought about that.
We'll have to puzzle that one out.
More thinking down the road.
Yes. It's a work in progress, but it's getting close to nearing it.
Yeah.
Nearing the progress. So, Miss Steph, this is not the second Saturday of the month. This Saturday.
No.
It's the first.
It's the first Saturday.
But so the next Saturday would be logically the second Saturday if this is the first.
Right. Next week would be the second Saturday, and that is the 11th.
11th.
And we will be doing the last session for this first group.
Of Marty and me.
Of Marty and me. Yes. And it is called Smashing Sashings, which this is
Do you have the template? No, I have the template.
We're making this guy, one over here.
Oh, you are making the quilt this time. Cool. Yep. And you guys, this is like a really awesome quilt to make because you can use large print. And our sample that we showed you when I picked this out, this is from last time. I picked out this main fabric and then I just chose colors off of that, and that's how I got the sashing bits. So your star,
this is sideways, but
it's
you get the idea.
Your star right here that looks like it's a block is actually your sashing. Pretty cool. It's a very easy quilt to put together. The template, which is Marty's template right here, and this is the big piece, and then they got 2 smaller pieces in the back. It actually gives you 4 different types of stars you can do. And if you join our Marty and Me Club, we're going to be probably starting a fresh one in the fall. You too can learn how to make these, or you can just pick up the template yourself and have fun and play with it. So it's very simple, but we're super excited. Did you want to show them the colors that they're going to use? Do you want me?
I can. Let's see.
Do you want me to grab the kit?
Yeah, grab the kit. Grab the kit. Okay, so thank you to Darla who helped me because we went through, oh my gosh, the number of things we started with today. And then voided and then came back to this one. So anyway, anybody who has liked our duets fabric,
it's pretty.
I'm going to have to take it apart. Anyway, anybody who's liked our duets fabric and seen our eye candy quilt, thank you.
Here, let me grab it.
That is the fabric we are using for this, for at least part of it. That's for the main part. So this is the eye candy quilt over here.
And it is truly eye candy. Steph did a fabulous job on this guy.
That was a fun one. It really was. Plus it got me through a day when we weren't going anywhere for Costa Rica, so that was a good thing.
Oh yeah, you remember that.
But this fabric, is that not crazy? But I think it's going to be fabulous for this one because these are 14-inch squares. So you get to see a lot of this fabric. That's one of the things that's so nice is you get to use, if you have big prints, this pattern is a great one for it because the pieces are so big. But then we have the other pieces. We have some teal, we have some blue, and
pretty. Oh, that's one of our new ones.
And see, this one, I think, sort of echoes this.
And this is what Joanne and we were all talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This print that's just so... Oh.
This is the mini leaves. You can see that. That is... Their color is just amazing on that. So anyway, I thanks Darla for helping me and sticking with me the whole process when we were trying to do this. But because of what it is, we had 2 color waves, so we had 2 of each.
Oh, cool.
So
they get to
the girls will get to choose which ones they want.
And the duets, this crazy kind of psychedelic fabrics, that's Duets by Paula Nadelstern from Benartex.
Yep.
So she has fabulous fabrics, and yeah.
So the piece that we're going to be dealing with is probably about this wide. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's a good chunk of fabric.
It lends itself well to those larger prints.
Yeah. Anyway, that will be fun. I look forward to seeing that one because we're going to have like a follow-up class just so I can see everybody's projects.
Speaking of that.
Yes.
So any of you that took my card deck class where we did a sampler from that card deck, I can't remember the name of it right now. You know who you are, Stan, Monica. gosh, who were Denise, and then Sandy. I would love to see your guys' quilts, your finished quilts, even if it's just the top. Monica has finished hers, and it's beautiful, but I would love to see them. So this is my shout out. I think I sent an email successfully to y'all to ask for those, but I would love to see them. So that's it.
Okay.
I just happened to think of that. So if you guys love Australian fabrics, we do have one of these Australian books left.
You know how sometimes you have things that don't go where they're supposed to?
This is one of them. And it came back.
It sort of wandered its way all the way up to Iowa Falls.
Don't know how.
Don't know how, don't know why, but it's now back home.
It's full of quilt patterns using the fabrics on the back side. That one's kind of a cute one. It also describes some of what the shapes or the, here we go, the symbols and motifs, what those are. There's a couple pages where it goes into detail of that. So this is just a really cool book, kind of describing and explaining the Aboriginal prints, what it means, and also it has some of the prints actually in here. Now, whether or not those are still available, I don't know, but if you see something and we can go and go, hey, maybe we can get that. So anyways, it's very cool. We have one available if anybody would like it. So, what else? Ooh.
Okay, Monica would like to be part of the VR Cup.
Monica. Wait, let me get my postie. It's a postie kind of day, people.
Our brain is only going to last so long.
Miss Monica. Okay, so let's show them that.
Okay. So you know how sometimes you see a quilt and things just need to be changed even though you've already sewn it on?
And we showed you what it looked like before with the lighter border that had the yellow. It's a pretty print, but it just really, it wasn't working for us. So the girls picked out a different print. And again, it's that same.
Yep.
The one blue that we showed you, Miss Joanne from Quilter loves it. Isn't that so much better? I love it now.
It's amazing what just a little change can do. It just gives it a little bit more power.
Yeah. And it just speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just this beautiful, women-empowered panel quilt. May you choose light, live in it, surround yourself with it, be it, heart to heart. It's just this gorgeous panel that I just love. I can't remember the name of the artist that designed the fabric, but it kind of, to me, it reminds me a lot of that Mexican artist. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her name right now. Anyways, just beside the point. It's just a kind of beautiful folk art type fabric, and it's just gorgeous. So don't be afraid if you see a quilt that you just finished and it's just, there's just something not right, and maybe you hemmed and hawed over that fabric for a long time and you picked it out, you bought it, and it just, once you put it together, it doesn't hit home. It's okay. Take it apart. Go find something different. It's okay to unsew.
Yes.
No worries.
Dwayne is learning that because he's been building his quilt. And, of course, being the nice person that I am, I let him have one that I started, but it's flannel. So he's learning to deal with flannel at the same time. But it's starting to take shape, and it's starting to look really good.
It is. Even Kurt was pretty impressed with him.
And he learned how to unsew.
Unsewing is okay. There's nothing wrong with unsewing.
Nope. Get it the way you want it.
That's right. All right, guys. So when I was up at Iowa Falls today, I was walking past our Notions wall. And remember we did a few weeks back, we're talking about all the different ways you do half square triangles. Well, I discovered a new way, a different way, a new template. Well, new to me template. So I grabbed it. It is called a Triangle Genie. Triangle Genie. Has anybody ever used one of these before? According to the Triangle Genie, it makes triangles with no measuring. It's ingenious. Sorry.
Oh, that's horrid. That's really bad.
Okay, so we're going to just do a quick little demo. I just cut out a 2.5 inch strip, and it goes all the way from 1.5 inches to 3.5 inches. So you do have a little bit of play there. And I'm going to hold it up.
And I'm going to pretend that my fingers are drawing lines.
Yes. So you will need a fabric marker. And it actually says to do it with the wrong side fabric. But honestly, if you're going to do this, you're going to want to put together your whatever 2 fabrics you're going to use to make your house square triangles. And then that way you can get it drawn up, cut, and then they're ready to sew. That's my theory.
Yeah.
So
you'll probably want one up and one down.
So we're going to do this up in the air.
Okay. So
let's see here. Can we do this like that?
Okay.
Can we do it like that?
Can you see it? Here. I'll hold it.
Like that.
Okay.
Come on. Right there.
There we go.
Pretend it's all even.
Okay. So basically what you have is this, and you can see that it lines up here with the 2.5 inches. So what you want to do is you want to draw your pen line right over here on the 2.5 inch line. Then you draw the line down kitty corner. You draw the line up here, right in there, up to the 2.5. And then you do another kitty corner over here. And then when you take it down, you'll have all your lines on there. That is what you're eventually going to cut on. But you'll need to sew on your 1/4 inch side on either side first.
Yep. So use that to get your 1/4 inch dimension. One of the things you need to do is you're going to actually, there's a line at the very bottom that gets lined up with the bottom edge of your fabric. And then so you'll have a 1/4 inch down of the template down below your ruler. So what do you guys think? Cool? Not cool? I haven't really tried it other than just to, do this little quick demo. That's pretty much it. So I don't know. It might be kind of cool.
Shelley said, by the way, it's called reverse stitching.
Reverse stitching. Hey, Shelley. Reverse stitching. And if you're knitting, it's called ribbit. It's called frogging. Because you rip it.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyways, what do you guys think? Is this worth trying out? It might be. If you'd like it, it's at Iowa Falls. So.
And you'll get four half square triangles.
Yeah.
Or 4 blocks out of it. If you doing them together, you'll get 4 blocks.
Yes. So it's kind of cool. It's another way. See, how many different ways can you do the same thing?
And how many times do you do like a 2.5 inch and then do 4 blocks and then you have your bigger block? So, I mean,
it's all kinds of fun.
It go a little bit, but it's something new and different, something new to try.
Now, you guys, somebody come out there with a new way to do it that's never been done before and make millions.
And let us be able to help you.
That's right. Millions. I tell ya.
Millions.
$1 million. Name that movie. No. Do you know that movie?
I know that movie. I just never know names of movies.
$1 million.
I know it was Mike Myers. Why I know that, I don't know.
Does anybody else know that movie? Come on. Dr. Evil.
I'm telling you, I watch it. Watch it once and it never sees it again.
Yeah, it's slipping my brain too. I know it. We have the movie. Does anybody?
No answers here.
Help me out. Come on, people.
Anybody over there?
Nope.
No.
Only Ruth has told us something over here, and it's about Biden.
Oh.
So, oh my gosh, what is the name of that movie? Man of Mystery. Austin Powers.
Austin Powers, yes.
Oh, love that movie. So funny.
Anyway.
Okay. So we had another visitor today. Her name is Joanne, and she is our very own Canuck Quilter. And if you guys don't know what Canuck is, stop that.
I'm sorry. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Stop that. Okay, so the Canucks are Canadians, and there is an actual hockey team called the Canucks. It was my husband's favorite hockey team when he was in high school, and he had this dirty, nasty hat with a Canuck. It was, another story for another time. Anywho, so this is Canuck Quilter Designs, and she is located out of Ames. So even though she hails from Canada, she is a local, and we love to spotlight our local artists, our local designers. She has done quilts for... I think Banyan Boutiques and Joanne, tell me if I'm wrong, and Northcott. I think she's done some quilts. Like when we see the samples and stuff like that, they usually have a pattern to go with it to showcase the fabrics for that line. Mm-hmm. And they reach out to different designers, pattern designers, and she's one of those.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool when we get to meet and know personally the
people who are creating the patterns.
Yeah, it's very cool. She did a meet and greet. Was it last week? And I can't remember what local quilt shop it was.
And that was off the rails.
Off the rails, thank you. So that was fun. I asked her how it went. She said it was great. So anyways, she wants to come on one of her Facebook Lives. She couldn't tonight, but she stopped by and she was showing off some of her latest patterns. And she said we can show them off here. And just want to get your guys' thoughts on these because I love them all. So,
but do you have a favorite?
Yes. What is your favorite?
See. I guess we'll have to see. Get your fingers ready for typing.
Okay. So let us know which one you guys like. So the first one is called Starlit Courtyard. And it is just absolutely, there's her logo. Her logo is really cool. I love her logo. It's just really cool.
And then one of the things she talked about on this one was that the ends are floating. They're not trying to touch each other. So you don't have to worry about
losing your points.
You don't have to lose your points. You don't have to worry about quite as much bulk in that same area. So she does some real logical things, even though the patterns look cool. She does think through it for more details.
She's very smart. She's smarter than I am because I'm like, I would have been like, yeah, whatever, there's bulk. She's like, oh no, I try to like take care of that so it makes it easier on the quilter and the sewer. So they're very pattern considerate or considerate patterns. Can we call that?
Quilter considerate?
Quilter considerate. They're nice. They're nice. She likes to
nice patterns. They're pretty. We like them.
They're nice. So this is 5 sizes on this one, from a throw size all the way to a king size. So that's very cool.
This one, pattern 2, is called Knotted. And what you may not be able to see quite so well is, she said this one was one where she had a really hard time photographing it for the pattern. And she brought in the actual quilts. Yeah. And she's right. This part here that looks sort of like there's bumps there or whatever, it actually is a different color. It's more red.
Really cool.
And it really pops on the actual quilt, but when you're taking the picture, it's not as obvious.
Photographs.
But it's very cool.
And on the internet never do justice.
Yeah, it never does. But this one is called Knotted, and this comes in both a throw, a twin, and a queen. I said both. It comes in all 3. A throw, a twin, and a queen.
And one of the things that she's done is, she gives you 2 different versions of it. And she will use one of these colors out here for her border. And she said that at some of her first ones, she would just do the yardage just for that on the back. And then she realized that not everybody wants to make the same color border. So she started to separate those out. So you get the yardage for the different border and what you need on the inside. So that's really nice.
She usually has a picture of the border and without the border.
Yeah.
So. Anyway,
that's really cool.
There you go.
This one is called Crossings, and this one again inside the shop. Because she brought this one in, it was stunning, absolutely stunning. I think this one was one of the ones Banyan Boutiques had, I believe. I'm not sure. So Crossings. If you notice in the border how the border kind of bleeds into that kind of inner sashing border right in here, that's just a really, really awesome kind of technique to really give it some different dimension, almost making it appear to be floating. And then if you notice that these background ones in here, that's the same fabric as our border, so it almost gives the appearance of like there's stars with holes in it, and so it's like all on this background. I don't know, it's
very cool looking.
Really cool. So this one's called Crossings, again multiple sizes.
And if you need a table runner, this is called Echo Point. And the thing that's nice about this one is you can start off thinking, I'm going to make a couple of placemats. Change your mind, add this middle section, and you've got yourself a runner. Or if you think you're going to make the runner and you get bored halfway through and you only do the placemat, guess what? You got a couple of placemats. But she said this one is very easy. There's strip sewing, and then you just do a quick angle cut, miter cut, and you're
off you
good to go.
She said you can lengthen these by just adding a strip in between here somehow. She's got directions on the inside there for all of that. Her directions are fabulous. So these are awesome. Next, we have what's called party crackers. And if you guys know what party crackers are, it's those 2 probably like a toilet paper roll tube, and it's usually decorated with wrapping paper. Yeah, and then you pull on both ends. Sometimes between two people, and it's got like a little popper inside, and then there's usually a prize, a little paper hat or something inside. So that's what this is based off of, I think. After all that, party crackers, and again, it's using these just beautiful colors. And of course, we don't have these colors in here, but obviously, you can put whatever colors in there. And this is an Island Batik. Yeah. So this is an Island Batik, what she did for Island Batiks. So not Banyan Batiks, Island Batiks. See, I knew I got it wrong. Again, I think this is a one size one.
Yes, that was the one size one because she said you don't want it to, when it's on point, it makes it harder to adjust. So that is, unless you want one skinny and making it a table runner.
Yeah, you could do that.
So this one, I just saw it. I had not seen this one before.
Isn't that cute?
I love this one. And the thing that's funny is I get sick in a boat. But there you go. It's sailing school. I just think that is the cutest little design. Cool? I wish I liked boats. But anyway, so that one is really cool. That one comes, and that one is a 50.5 by 67 inches. But, you just use a basic white background and throw your reds and blues. And I mean, those are all sailing nautical. And you get more of the blues going here, and it actually looks like it's part of the waves.
See, I was looking at that. That's like how when you're coming into like a bay or something, and so you got to go between the buoys and stuff. I was thinking this is like an obstacle course, like sailing school. You have to sail through the obstacle course to graduate from sailing school.
Okay, well, no matter how you take it, whether it's as a obstacle course or those are the waves, it's still a cute pattern.
The question is, does your pattern tell a story? This one tells 2 stories.
Yes, and you could probably make up a whole lot of them too, like the wind from the other day.
Take it how it resonates with you and run with it.
Exactly. Make the most of it.
All right. This one, again, was absolutely gorgeous in person. It's called Shiny Blossoms, and she's got some gorgeous shiny fabric in here, which you cannot see. She has Amanda Murphy's. In these sections here, she used Amanda Murphy's last year's Shop Hop fabric. It's actually not the Shop Hop fabric, but it's what the Shop Hop fabric was based off of. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Again, very simple. She modified these guys right here. So they were on point more, and then she modified it to make it a little bit easier, less bulky. And then once she did that, she discovered it gives it a more petal-like look, which I think works better because it's kind of like a posy in a way. So Shining Blossoms.
This one actually makes me think of a lot of Norwegian. It's called Small Change. But for those of you who are Norwegian descent, does that not look a little bit like Scandinavian?
Like sweaters and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Now picture that in blues. Blue and white.
Yeah.
How pretty would that be?
You could do it in practically anything, and that would probably be more Swedish.
And do you guys know, she told me the only difference between those two is she changed the sashing color. That's it. So
just change the colors, and that's what you end up with.
Like our smashing sashings, your sashing actually kind of makes a block. So if I remember what she said correctly, so like here, that's what changed. She changed it to red instead.
Okay.
So wherever there is red, she changed that to white. Wherever there was white, she changed it to red, and it creates this secondary design.
And this one comes in, it says, 1 small change, 2 designs, 4 sizes, throw to cane. So this will cover a lot of space.
Yes.
So there you go.
All right. Next one we have is called Hovering. And this one's a cool one. It's a 16 patch block that's hovering over its own shadow. So that one is actually really cool. Again, she likes to do floating things.
Which is nice when it comes to the bulk.
Mm-hmm.
Usually that's why she's doing it that way. So this one, the other one was supposed to be first, but this one.
Oh.
Connecting geese. Okay, for anybody who is a friend of Rubber Band Golf Course, these are all the geese that are all over everywhere. So
we should applique a golf cart on there.
there we go. Anyway, so this one I think it just made me think of the golf course when I saw it because there's so many geese going every which way. But anyway, so connecting geese. And this one is 60.5 by 75.5. So these are all really good sized throws.
And sometimes having a lot of throws is nice because we were chatting earlier and I was like, yeah, you can have 5 people over watching a movie and each person gets their own throw to cuddle up with on the couch. So that's kind of nice. Last one that she brought to us to peruse is called Quartz Clusters. And this is a really awesome opportunity to be using your jewel-toned quilt or fabrics.
Lots of batiks, but anything bright. I think even the
bright, shiny
mini leaves.
Mini leaves would be fabulous.
Would be great on that one.
That would be absolutely fabulous. So Quartz Clusters. So you guys let us know which ones you like. And yeah, I'm excited. Okay. I'm excited to show
okay, we have a comment on crackers. Let's see.
Crackers. Crackers.
Let's
Party
see.
crackers. Okay.
Pat says she's one of her testers and that she has amazing patterns.
Yes.
And that they're quilter friendly from Stan. And let's see. We have one vote for crossings. And crackers is amazing. And Gloria just got sailing school and also the crossing.
So the other thing that she mentioned to us when she's talking about it, she does a lot of flip and sew when she's doing her half square triangles and her flying geese. So you're not cutting out your
itty bitty pieces.
Triangles. You're doing it in the easier way and cutting it down to the correct size that you need. So, and her instructions have that all in there as well.
Pat said she tested hovering, and that was really good, too.
Hovering? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Jean said Starlit Courtyard and Sailing School.
Okay, we got Sailing School. Okay.
Kendra liked Quartz.
Quartz.
And Gloria also liked hovering. I think that was from up above.
Okay.
So, those are...
Just get them all.
We'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. So out of all that she brought, we only have 2, 4, 5. So we'll wait to see what others have to say because sometimes people come on later and watch that. So you guys remember.
Always send us an email.
Kringla is in the house.
Okay.
Kringla.
Kringla. So this is for Scandinavian Days. Don't forget about the whole driving issue on Saturday. Things may get a little dicey as far as driving around town on Friday.
Saturday.
Even
Friday
on Friday.
Evening.
Friday, things start off with the Grace Pie and Ice Cream Social at 11 a.m. And that goes until they run out of food, which they say is 2 o'clock, but I have yet to see them make it to 2 o'clock.
Because pie and ice cream is always good for breakfast.
Well, and the pie and ice cream, you can actually get a little bit longer, but the pork sandwiches that they have, the pulled pork sandwiches or whatever, those don't last nearly as long. But they also have a bake sale going on. So if you decide, I just want to get some lefse or I want to get some special kringla or
okay,
special...
what is lefse?
Lefse is like a potato cake,
okay.
a potato pancake.
Okay.
And you can roll it. It just depends. There's potato cakes and then some people do lefse. And if you want to learn to make your own, Nukera actually now has cooking supplies.
Lefse mix?
They have lefse mix. They have lefse recipes. They have the cooking griddle. They have specialty, whatchamacallits.
Okay, so Steph got this recipe from her mom, and there was a mix-up in the flour quantity that was necessary.
We thought it was written down at 1.5. Then we double-checked it after we made it, and it looked sort of soupy. So we went and checked the recipe with my mom, and it was supposed to be 7.5. So we were 6 cups shy of flour, so that explained why it was a little... So we added the flour back in, Dwayne and I did, then put it back in the refrigerator, and then Tori cooked them today. It was a long day.
We might need to have a take 2. This one's a little underdone, I think.
Oh, they're supposed to be.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're good and sweet, as they should be. Of course, she brought butter because...
It's always better with butter.
Always better with butter.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen Kringla they've added mini chocolate chips to them, all kinds of different ways to do Kringla.
Well, I have. You're not supposed to, but I eat Kringle dough all the time.
Oh,
well,
God.
not all the time. Whenever I can get it. So, anyway, Kringle is awesome. It is just a Norwegian sweetbread. If you want to come join us for Scandinavian Days, that's great. Do we want to do that?
No, let's do something out of country register. We don't
Since we're not quite. Since we didn't make actual food from the country register, I found this article, and it's called Middle Age in a Nutshell. The thing that's funny is Tori first read it to me, and she said, Mom, it's just like me. And she's 21. So, it says, 1, who cares if it looks good? I'm comfortable, and that's all that matters. Number 2, has anyone seen my phone? I just had it. That's definitely me. Number 3, stupid scale. That cannot be right. Yeah. 4, shoot. Did I ever take my vitamins, or was that yesterday?
Okay, how many people have forgotten, did I wash my hair already in the shower? And then you wash it again because you're just unsure.
And then you're like, oh, I must have, because there's a lot more bubbles this time.
Yep.
Number 5, I wonder how I got that bruise. I don't remember hitting anything. Right here.
Right there.
I don't know. I was with my elbow the whole time, and I don't remember ever getting hit there. Number 6, why is the print on these instructions so tiny? I can barely see them. Number 7, $5 for a box of cereal? They raised the price and shrunk the box.
$5.30 for a gallon of diesel? Oh, sorry.
And it's going to get worse. I've heard it's going to 6, so just be careful, guys. Number 8, software updates again? What the heck is software, and why does it need to be updated? And there's more. Number 9, who in the world would be calling me at 9:30 p.m.? It must be an emergency.
Number 10, I can totally relate with. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say again. Wait, number 11. Wait, what did I come in here for? I have no idea. Now, how many of you have to go back to the room that you had the thought in the first place to remember what the heck you were going for?
And face the same direction and puzzle the thought.
See, I've heard that when you go through a doorway, you're actually going through a portal, and so your brain loses that information.
Unless you say it out loud as you're walking through.
Number 12. I could have sworn that was my password. I have no idea who would have changed it, but it
wasn't me.
Number 13. I have $20. I'm sure that will be enough to fill the car's gas tank. And number 14. Is it really time for Christmas again? Didn't we just celebrate that a couple months ago? And speaking of that, now is the time to pick up your Christmas, your fall, your Halloween fabrics, and start those projects. So
we will have more on that next
week. Let's do that next week because we're out of time. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with the best quilt shop owners here in Story City and Iowa Falls.
We will see you next week. Same so time, same so place.
Bye, guys.
Bye.